Thank you for joining us. I'm Naiba Reynoso. This week on LA County Close-Up, preparing for disaster with the fire department. And the DA honors everyday heroes. But first, our Close-Up report. The Department of Children and Family Services gives foster youth the tools they need for success. One of the ways is a 2-year paid internship with the county. In many cases, it serves as a pathway to permanent employment.
Today I will add joy to everything. Really slather it on.
Rashawn Davis usually starts her busy workday at the Public Defender's office by setting an intention with Public Defender Tracy Blackburn. It's a way to start the morning on a positive note, and a long way from her beginnings in the foster care system and the struggles that came later.
Grandmother got custody over me right out the hospital. She passed away when I was 5 years old. When she passed away, that's when the different foster homes came. It seemed like we was never really stable.
If you could do it, just bring it back to me sometime this afternoon. Okay.
After aging out of the child welfare system, Rashawn found herself here, homeless, in the area surrounding MacArthur Park. Despite her struggles, she was determined to find a path to a better life, and she found it. First with transitional housing, then as a career development intern for the Public Defender's office.
I was finishing up my last semester at community college, Pasadena City College, and an email came through and it said, "Hey, foster youth, would you like this cool opportunity to work for the county?" And I'm like, well, what is this? So I applied and it just kind of went from there.
Jenny Serrano runs the program for the Department of Children and Family Services. 25 former foster youth are selected every 2 years to work in county departments. A win-win for the county and the interns.
It's a fantastic program for current and former foster youth to come in to county departments. DCFS is a host department as well as other county departments, and they actually just work full-time, 40 hours a week over the course of 24 months. They are paid, they receive benefits, they participate fully in training that we host twice per month.
For the staff at the Public Defender's office, she's been a godsend, and now a part of the family.
I'm good. Are you ready?
Rashawn and I started working together it's been at least 1.5 years. And when I first met her, she was working for other people and just started helping me out, helping me find the manuals and get some paperwork together for all the new attorneys that are coming in. And she's become a friend as well as a colleague.
I grew up here a little bit. I became a professional. They allowed me to be who I am, and I think that's why I flourish so much up in this type of environment.
Rashawn hopes to become a permanent employee soon. And in the meantime, she's also a full-time psychology student at Cal State LA.
The older I get, the more I embrace the power of gratitude. Even though I was born and raised up in the foster care system, my highest gratitude because they raised me, like all the opportunities that I have gotten.
In downtown Los Angeles, I'm Joe McDonald.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
California has been rocked by natural disasters, but the State Office of Emergency Services wants to make sure we are prepared for man-made disasters with a full-scale drill.
Help! Somebody help!
Cries for help ring out from under the rubble. But this is one scenario even California's most seasoned urban search and rescue teams have never seen in real life.
But we also have actual radiation sources out here that were placed this morning. So the firefighters, their radiation pagers and their equipment is going off. It's detecting actual radiation.
In this drill, a bomb packed with radioactive material, or a dirty bomb, has brought down these buildings in the hills above Castaic. The governor's office wants the state's teams, including LA County, prepared for the worst. That's why all 5 of Southern California's highly specialized task forces are at LA County Fire's Del Valle Regional Training Center, working together on this day to save lives.
It provides and improves that skill set. It knocks the rust off and keeps the learning moving forward.
In real life, building collapses under the rubble. There are nooks and crannies, places where people could be alive and trapped. But in this scenario, there's an added danger.
These are 100% lifelike in the sense that there's a lot of moving parts. You have to be flexible.
Josh Sanders from San Diego is donning radiation protection and says putting new technology to use and working with LA County is making him sharper and better in the field.
They're critical, and the reason is as firefighters or first responders, it's so important that we practice like we play.
The California Office of Emergency Services says drills like this one and others are already helping set guidelines on how to respond.
We needed to get a better handle on, for example, how much radiation the search dogs can be exposed to.
The men and women who are suited up on this day know this is a drill, but the next time they see each other, it could be for the real thing. In Castaic, Christy Fajardo.
Turning now to a story that celebrates everyday heroes. District Attorney Jackie Lacey recently honored 3 Good Samaritans with the Courageous Citizen Awards. Brian Deering of Whittier helped save a woman and her children from a kidnapping, calling 911 and keeping them safe until authorities arrived. Anna Solis of Sun Valley saved the life of a woman in a domestic violence incident and helped secure a conviction against her attacker. And Robert Melendres of Monterey Park defended patrons at a local restaurant from an assaultive customer, suffering injuries that sent him to the hospital. He later helped secure a conviction against the perpetrator.
These stories highlight that as big as our community is, we have a lot of people who care about others and who are willing, sometimes risk their lives to help others and make us a safer community. So we need to highlight more of these kind of people, more of their stories, and certainly recognize them for all they're doing to make the justice system work right.
Oh, what a sight. LA now has a street named in honor of our 44th president. Let's take a ride down President Barack Obama Boulevard.
On this boulevard, I want y'all to sing these. There was dancing in the streets as Angelenos celebrated the christening of President Barack Obama Boulevard in South Los Angeles. Rodeo Road is no more. In its place is a new street named after America's first black president. 3, 2, 1. Thousands of people came together for the dedication and a free hip-hop concert. Artists included Dougie Fresh, Yo-Yo, and a surprise performance by the legendary Stevie Wonder. This is a celebration.
This strip, now officially known as President Barack Obama Boulevard, stretches 3.5 miles and snakes through primarily African-American communities like Leimert Park, Baldwin Hills, and Crenshaw. This area was actually chosen because Barack Obama campaigned here back in 2007 on his way to becoming the 44th President of the United States.
He did work towards creating universal health care, and he did a lot towards legalizing gay marriage.
In each instance, maintain the level of dignity, a level of civility, and advancement of democracy, lifting people up regardless of their race, their gender, their orientation.
County Supervisor Mark Ridley Thomas says Obama Boulevard officially designates a presidential row of streets in Los Angeles. This presidential row includes Washington, Adams, and Jefferson Boulevards. The park where Obama had rallied was also renamed the Michelle and Barack Obama Sports Complex. Obama Boulevard fittingly intersects with Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Around 100 new signs are going up in intersections from Mid-City to Culver City. Reporting along LA's new President Barack Obama Boulevard, I'm Gil Reyes.
On any given night, 53,000 people are homeless in LA County. It's all hands on deck to end this humanitarian crisis.
Homelessness is the most pressing problem in this region.
Confronting this pressing reality head-on, experts from academia and government gathered at a forum hosted by UCLA's Blueprint magazine to explore the root causes and expand on regional solutions to reduce and prevent homelessness.
I am horrified. I'm really horrified at the fact that it's become acceptable. We just assume that some people are going to be homeless.
In the first 18 months, Measure H has enabled nearly 12,000 individuals and family members to move from homelessness into permanent housing, and 23,000 people to receive a form of interim housing.
Despite innovative solutions at work since the passing of Measure H, it's become clear that homelessness will require broader legislation at the state level to truly tackle this crisis.
There is a surging number of new individuals becoming homeless every day due to economic reasons.
We have a combination of people being evicted, people unable to continue paying their rent or find housing they can afford, and a severe shortage of affordable housing. So we are helping more and more people every day move into permanent housing from the streets, but to too great an extent, new people are taking their place as they become homeless.
Federal, state, local collaboration can help make the difference. Absent that, our work is much harder.
New numbers released by neighboring counties saw significant increases in people experiencing homelessness. Riverside and San Bernardino experienced an increase of over 20%, and Orange County nearly doubled its homeless population in just the last year, making this statewide coordinated effort all the more necessary. Reporting in downtown LA, I'm Jackie Karsh.
If you've got 60 seconds to spare, meet the county's health officer. He and his team work behind the scenes to keep you and your family safe and healthy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Muntu Davis. I'm the Los Angeles County Health Officer. Some of you may say, what is a health officer? Well, it's a position appointed by the Board of Supervisors and sworn in to protect the public health of all the residents and visitors of Los Angeles County. I'm the county's medical expert. What that means is I look at what's happening to people in terms of whether or not they're sick in certain areas, whether or not there are risk factors or things that would cause people to be sick, and I try to give advice in terms of how to prevent people from becoming sick. So some of the things that our health department does is inspect restaurants. Other things are advising on beach water use, on whether or not there's a lot of things that are bad in the water that may make you sick. Investigating disease outbreaks, meaning if someone has like measles. What motivates me to work for Los Angeles County and the Public Health Department is the fact that we get to touch the lives of many, many people, and we can help them become healthy and live well. What drives me each day is the potential that we have. There's so many things that happen that you don't even see that actually protect your health and well-being.
Looking for a love bug of your very own? These two adorable pets are looking for homes and ready to brighten your life.
Hi, my name is Tabitha and we're at the Downing Animal Care Center. This is Aladdin. He's a 3-year-old male neutered terrier mix. He loves playing ball and running around the yard, as well as cuddling and watching a movie. And this is Macho. He's an African cicada, about 3 years old. He can live to be about 100 years old. He loves leafy greens and strawberries as a treat. He prefers warmer temperatures, about 75, 80 degrees, and he'd be perfect for someone with a big yard.
Thanks for joining us. We leave you now with scenes from beautiful Castaic Lake. We'll see you next time on LA County Close Up.